Hey, what's happening, guys? It's your boy VE to the double LE, and I'm here with you with another deck profile. I'll probably be uploading 3 different deck profiles today, and they're all from tournaments that I've played. I've been meaning to upload combo videos and things like that, but I am in school in my final semester, so that takes priority, obviously, over these YouTube videos. But today, I'm going to go with the most recent one first. So to give you a hot Orcust deck profile. And my tripod's broken too, so we are back to the old trash setup. And that's okay, guys, but we're going to get it. Also, shout out to Richard, greatest judge in the world. We'll put him on my body just because. Yeah, I got Orcust for you today. And I'm just going to give you the list, the rundown. It is different from the Dragoon Orcust. I don't know if I posted that list, but if I hadn't, then it'll probably be posted later. But I decided to go with, I wanted to call it budget friendly, but after looking at the deck, it's really not that budget friendly. But it is different if you don't own Dragoons. This is a Dragoon-less, Link Cross-less, Halki Fibrix-less. None of those cards are in here. So, but the list did extremely well. I went undefeated and got first place yesterday at the tournament. So we're going to start off with Girsu. No need to explain. One Bombard. I still feel like this is the best call because there's some odd situations where you need them and you already had the others. So I went down to 2 Nightmare because 3 is too much, especially with the number of starters. 2 Skeleton was always been correct. 2 World Wand because if you draw one, there's actually some pretty freaky situations that happen. Then I put Gizmek Orochi back in at 2. It'll probably go back down to 1 when I change the build, but the card is super clutch, and it interacts with your extra deck cards well. Then the Scrap Engine. We didn't play Rosenix. I do own it. I just did not play it yesterday because I wanted to try something new. And then we get into the spice, guys. We get into the spice. So I get to Mekk Knights, just 3 purple and 2 blue. So it's essentially we go second with this deck. We don't want to go first. We can play first, but we want to go second. And opening Girsu in one of these is just opening extenders and free cards. So, but it's essentially playing 8 Girsus, and then their combo extenders if you've already resolved all your other effects. We also played the PK engine. Again, they asked us extenders and some other things. Then we did play a ton of hand traps. So we played 2 Valor, 2 Droll. I thought about increasing Droll, but Droll is really good in the Dragon Link and the other matchups, so Droll was a pretty good call. Ash is just Ash. And then we also played some other extenders. So 2 Jester Comfy, just because he's free and he's dark. I see people playing the Conch Crow or whatever it's called. And then we actually played Trickstar, 2 Trickstar Corbane, guys. It is, if we're going second, we're always like, this is a free 2K beater. It does activate effects, so you have to be careful. If people are afraid of what you're doing, they'll just negate it in your hand for some reason, which I don't know why you would, but that didn't happen, fortunately. And then we also played 2, shout out to Richard, Old Man Dragon, and 1 Chaos Creator. And you'll see why in a second. Spells. We went back to playing Reasoning because nobody ever gets the card right. Monster Reborn, Secession, 2 Tactics. I feel like if you're playing combo decks, 2 Tactics is like necessary. 2 Droplet. We're going second, so there's a lot of times where from Mekk Knights or whatever, we'll end up adding extra cards. You cannot play this and be fine. You can play other cards, but I just chose to play that yesterday. Then we got some draw power, 2 returns. A lot of times, it's just getting rid of the free gear so you searched off of your Mekk Knights or Nightmare in hand. 2 Pot of Desires. Those could be allures. 1 trade-in just because I needed a 60th card. Now, why do we play Old Man Dragon? It's because we play 3 Chaos Space. So, with Chaos Space, it's interesting because if you open up one of your Orcust cards or one of your Dark Starter cards, you can send a Dark, search Old Man Dragon, and now you're protected from a Veiler or an Imperm. So your opponent would have to go through. It doesn't help you against Ash, but it does help you when you're just trying to go off, and the only thing they have for you is like one Veiler or even cards like Fog Blade, things like that. It's really good. Buster Dragon in the ABC matchup. It does not help you against Dragoons, but late game there's some neat interactions. Foolish Burial, of course, and then the field spells, one Babel and one Light Stage, and then the traps, two Fog Blade and three Imperms. So I thought about playing the one Shade Brigandine to go into the one card combo that turns Girsu into a your board ends on like Time Thief and Rusty. I just felt like that play wasn't as powerful, so I just do it. And I got my domination tokens. Shout out to Vanguard, missed the game. So extra deck. We got two galleys, one barricade, one IP, one lib, one scrap wyvern, one unicorn, one rusty. I put Long Girsu back in for this list. It is an out to Dragoon, funny enough. If you climb and they don't have their Dragoon in the right place, because a lot of people just don't pay attention to this card, so they link it with their Verte, or they put it in a space where you can climb up to this. You can link it to Dragoon, activate the effect, so you can try to send a Dragoon. Your opponent, even if they activate the effect of Dragoon to negate the effect, because it's linked to Dragoon, Dragoon can't destroy it by its negation effect, and then you just turn to Girsu, and you get your resources back. Topologic Bomber, because this plays alive again. It didn't come up though. Zeraboros, access code, and 2 Ding. So that's the deck. I will say I went undefeated. It was super fun, but I think I'm gonna go and put back in the Dragoons package, and I'll probably cut Bomber and one more card, maybe Zeraboros from the main. From the extra. But the rest of the deck was super solid. Like I said, I went undefeated. This is really a tempo-based build, so it was just we built our board. We went second, so we're always trying to break your board, and then we would set up our board. So you've used all your resources to build your board. We break it, and after your board is broken, you have to now play through Bomber or IP plus Dingirsu. So it's always setting up 3 or 4 interruptions. And when you go second, it's just easier to interact with your opponent because you play 6 hand traps, 9 hand traps. So you're playing roughly 9 hand traps to interact on your opponent's turn. And then you play more cards to interact during your turn. So your opponent has to burn through more resources. But it's super solid. Like I said, I'm really happy about the deck. So this is the first list for the day, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what's going down. There are some niche combo things. I do have a guy at my locals who has agreed to do the camera work for me, so we will be getting some stuff done soon. But like I said, school is just hectic. This is my last semester, and I can't drop the ball, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. But I do appreciate your continued support, for real. It's your boy, VE to the double LE, representing me right this second. But in the future, maybe Team PPT, baby, signing out.